didn't see you there. I was too busy playing Lunark on the Switch. Today we are here to talk about a very special game, Lunark. Lunark released on March 30th, 2023 on Switch, Xbox and PC, April 5th, 2023 on PS4 and PS5, and it's coming to Mac soon. It was developed by Canari Games and published by WayForward. Before we get into this review, I just want to say huge, big thank you to WayForward for providing me a review code for this game. It's very much appreciated, and I had a blast with this game. Now, just real quick, if you don't know who WayForward are, they are a video game developer and publisher. So again, big thank you WayForward, you guys are awesome. Let's get into this review. Lunark is a cinematic science fiction platformer that is inspired by classics like Prince of Persia, Out of This World, and Flashback. This is a very interesting, unique pixel art game. Even though it's 2D and pixel art, this game is still extremely cinematic. This game is absolutely beautiful. Canari Games put so much love and effort into this title. You can tell it's definitely a labor of love. There are glorious, and I don't say that lightly, but glorious, beautiful pixel art environments. This includes ancient ruins, a flying penitentiary, a high-tech megalopolis, and an alien forest. That's just to name a few. I don't want to ruin anything else. This is going to be spoiler-free. You've got puzzles to solve, you got, traps that you need to overcome, you can interact with objects and characters, you have weapons and abilities that you can expand and upgrade. And if I'm being honest, the story, it's actually very immersive. I actually found myself wanting to keep playing more because I really enjoyed it. Lunark puts players in control of Leo, who runs, jumps, hangs, climbs, rolls, and shoots through hand-drawn environments that come to life through detailed animation and dynamic rotoscoped cutscenes. Now, what is rotoscoping, you might ask? Well, rotoscoping is a technique in animation and video editing where the animator will break down each frame of a recording and edit and trace over the actual objects they want to use in that recording. It's actually quite fascinating to watch. So obviously, a lot of work, a lot of love in this game. Not only does this give us, in this case, the beautiful pixel art, but it also gives us that beautiful smooth movement that you can see in the game and also in the trailers if you haven't played it yet. I loved how interactive the game was, with objects. I loved the puzzles in it. I thought it was a really fun game. I had a fun time. It took me about 5 hours to complete. It might be faster for you, it may take longer. That was just me. I think I'm average, possibly. I don't know. That's just me. But I definitely had a blast. I had such a blast with this game. I loved it. Such a unique game. How many games can you honestly tell me that are out today that are made and look like this game? Probably not many. You probably count it on one hand, right? Yeah. Not only does it look fantastic on my regular Switch, but it also looks great on my Switch Lite as well. I don't have an OLED model, but I can just imagine how beautiful it looks on those as well. The gameplay I found fairly challenging, which was good. It provided, I guess, a more stimulating experience for me. A challenging experience. It wasn't the easiest, but it wasn't the hardest either. It was a happy medium. It took a bit of getting used to with the controls, but once you actually get used to the controls, they start to feel a lot better as you just progress on through the game the more you play it. One thing I loved, and this might be a deterrent to some people, but I actually loved how you have to be super careful with the controls and the movement mechanics. One wrong movement, one wrong button press, and you fall, you die. Even if there's a ledge below you and it's quite high, you're gonna die, and I really like that. It really made you, it really made you feel like you had to be precise with your movement. Running, jumping, rolling, even shooting enemies, you really needed to be precise. You really needed to think out and plan where you were going to go, and I really love that. Enemies Enemies as well, they can be a little bit challenging. They can get up to you pretty fast, and honestly, the amount of enemy variation, it kept gameplay fresh as well. One thing I did think of though that could improve the experience a little bit, but it's not a game breaker, is maybe the inclusion of a map. I feel like with the exploration you do, it's almost like Metroidvania, almost platforming back and forth. It might be helpful to have a map that you can just briefly look at. But other than that, it's nothing game breaking. It's actually a beautiful game. It's super fun, controls super well. It looks great docked and in handheld. I love my retro games. I love my retro inspired games. I think they are something that need to be cherished in this day and age especially. And honestly, if you're the same, if you love retro inspired games, or if you just want to try something new, like a great little indie game, this is the game for you. If you like the old school platforming games like Prince of Persia, Flashback, Out of This World, you're going to love this game. I actually had never really played much of these types of games, or the old school games that this was based off of. I saw the trailers for this and I thought it looked really amazing. Like, it just captured my attention from the artwork, which is hand drawn, by the way, which honestly, top notch. That's great. It's just amazing. It's really nice to look at. It's relaxing to look at. It's immersive. And most importantly, it's fun. After years of providing his expertise to other game studios as a pixel artist, animator, or sound designer, it was in 2018 that, and I'm really sorry for this, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong, I do apologize. John Vinette, I apologize for mispronouncing your name. He founded Canari Games to work on Lunark, which is this game, his passion project. And that commendable, so commendable. I love stories about that. Like, we need more of that stuff. Like, it's so inspiring. Anyway, you know me. I love my retro games. This is definitely worth your time. The whole 5 hours I spent playing this game, I loved it. It's one of those games as well that you can either get heavily into and just smash it out, or you can play it little bits at a time. Like, honestly, either way works, which is what I've done. I've played it on and off, and then I've gone and I've just like done a few hours straight. I loved it. The music they use in this is a good touch. It's used very tastefully. What do I mean by that? Well, it actually helps to improve the setting of like a dystopian future. It's very, I guess, cyberpunk-ish. Just take a listen. It's very 90s, it's very retro. It just sets the scene. Like, it works so well with the gameplay and the environments. Wait, I could gush about this game for so long. I love it. Like, it would be fascinating to talk to Canari Games in like a video, to just ask them questions and pick their brain about just the game. Like, they've got videos, which I'll leave the link to down below. But yeah, it's just something else. Have you played Lunark? Why not? What did you like about it? Let's talk everything Lunark in the comments below. This is a game you definitely need to pick up. You shouldn't sleep on it. If you don't like this genre, it's not going to change your mind. If you go into it open-minded, then it might win you over. However, obviously, if you like the genre, you're going to love it. It's inspired by retro games while offering modern elements, and the result is something really special, really unique, really challenging, but fun. And fair, I would say. Makes you really plan out and try and think about your next steps. If you're not used to the game mechanics, or the controls, or just the genre, it might be a little bit hard to get into it. But otherwise, fantastic game. Guys, that's it for me. Stay safe. Leave a like on this video because it helps. Comment down below. Stay safe, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.